Taking a step towards Naga political solution, NSC and IM delegation flies down to New Delhi on Monday to resume talks with Government of India. Reportedly, around 7 to 10 member NSC and IM delegation led by V.S. Atem will meet A.K. Mishra on Tuesday to hold talks over the vexed issue. Following NSC and IM's decision to resume talks, Central Nagaland Tribal Council demands President's rule in Nagaland to facilitate early solution to the Naga political issue. CNTC accuses BJP and TPP alliance of failing to fulfill their commitment made during the 2018 Assembly election, which said election for solution. Following his allegations on defected NPF MLAs taking bribe for joining NDPP, Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee President Thierry says he has no evidence to prove that the MLAs received Rs 2.50 crore bribe. Thierry says that he is ready to apologize to the MLAs who are dissent and claim from heart. Several state urban legislative bodies express over the Nagaland Municipal Act 2001, which proposes 33% women reservation in the ULP elections. The state local bodies state that if the ULP elections go ahead as per provisions of the NMA 2001 with 33% reservation, it would contradict Article 371A of the Indian Constitution. Britain's longest-serving monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, to be laid to rest in St. George's Chapel in the grounds of Windsor Castle in a private ceremony on Monday. Several world leaders, including President of India Draupadi Murmu, attend Queen's state funeral held at Westminster Abbey. Hello and welcome. You're watching English Prime Time. Let's look at the stories in detail. After the closed-door meeting held between the NSC and IM and a core committee led by Chief Minister Nltv on Saturday, NSC and IM delegation left for New Delhi on Monday to hold talks with the Government of India, official including Centre's representative A.K. Mishra. Reportedly, around 7 to 10 NSC and IM delegation, led by member collective leadership V.S. Atem, left for Delhi on Monday, and they will meet A.K. Mishra on Tuesday to hold a talk regarding the Naga political issue. As per reports, the talks may go on for 2-3 days. UDA co-chairman T.R. Ziliang on Saturday informed that NSC and IM's contention was that they were unhappy with Centre's representative A.K. Mishra for omitting some of the important political points which was included in the formulation papers. After the NSC and IM has agreed to resume talks with Centre following its meeting with the core committee on Saturday, the Central Nagaland Tribal Council on Sunday demanded imposition of President's rule in Nagaland to facilitate early solution to the Naga political issue. The CNTC stated that after 25 years of negotiations between the Government of India and the stakeholders, there has been no outcome so far. CNTC criticized BJP for their false commitment in the 2018 Assembly election, which said election for solution but later failed to fulfill its commitment. They further say that the parties will continue to deploy delayed tactics in making another false promise for the upcoming Assembly elections. According to CNTC, the other reason for demanding President's rule was the failure of the United Democratic Alliance government to fulfill its commitment. The CNTC alleged that the government has failed to take any action on the rampant extortion, despite of assurance. The rampant extortion has led to increase in price and the common people are facing the burn. They further alleged that most of the government employees have not been paid a salary, while there has been no progress in education, infrastructure, law and governance. That is why the CNTC demanded the President's rule in the state to calm the current situation of Nagaland. Meanwhile, the CNTC extended its support to the September Joint Accordant. Following his allegations on 21 defected NPF MLAs of taking a bribe for joining the NDPP, Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee President Thierry said that he has no evidence to prove that each of the 21 NPF MLAs had received Rs 2.50 crore as bribe for joining the ruling party. Thierry claimed money might have been given by hand without any receipt or drawn through blank check with a signature of Village Development Board secretaries. Thiry went on to clarify that he had information regarding 19 MLAs being bribed to join Nltv fold. He further said that he did not have any problem in tendering apology if the MLAs were denying in the heart of heart and before God. Thiry added that denial was obvious as nobody admitted on taking bribes. Association of Kohima Municipal Ward Panchayat, All Ward Union Mogokchung Town and Dimapur Urban Council Chairman Federation have written to the Principal Director of Municipal Affairs Department and Urban Development to amend or review some of the provisions of the Nagaland Municipal Act 2001. The ULBs expressed concern that some of the provisions infringe upon Article 371A of the Indian Constitution. ULBs appealed to the government of Nagaland to delete Section 120 clause 1a that deals with tax on land and building and other provisions related to ownership of land and building of the NMA 2001. In their letter to the PD, the ULPs urged that some of the provisions of the NMA 2001, including Section 121 Clause A, Section 123, Section 124 and 5, Section 123 2, Section 123 Clause 2, Section 125 Clause 4, Section 144 and 182, Section 194 Clause 1, and Section 215 to 220 be amended or reviewed. ULPs further stated that these sections infringe upon special powers granted to the Nagas by the Indian Constitution, and in case amendments are not made, Naga landowners are thrown into a risk of becoming landless. ULPs further iterated that municipal is not above the Indian Constitution and whatever laws are introduced should be in accordance with the Constitution of India. ULPs sent a strong message to the government that in case of failure to respond to their demand, they would not allow or participate in any municipal elections of the state. Association of Kohima Municipal Ward Panchayat, All Ward Union Mogokchung Town and Dimapur Urban Council Chairman Federation expressed their concerns to the Principal Director of Municipal Affairs Department and Urban Development over the Nagaland Municipal Act 2001, which proposes 33% reservation for women in the ULB elections. The local bodies stated that if the ULB elections go ahead as per provisions of the NMA 2001 with 33% women reservation, it would contradict Article 371A and would prove detrimental to the rights of Nagas as enshrined in the Indian Constitution. ULPs further stated that by giving political power to women in Naga society, they would exercise power in policy making with regards to properties, land, taxes, and other aspects. ULPs reminded the Principal Director that women were never granted land rights in the Naga society and that only men have the right to ownership of land. Based on the above points, the ULBs reminded the Principal Director that Nagas have special powers granted under Article 371A to make own laws on political rights of women, properties, land, and people. The ULBs thus urged the Principal Director to amend or review some of the provisions of the NMA 2001 that deals with 33% reservation for women. The Amur Falcon Roosing Area Union, Bangti Village, has decided to restrict all kinds of visitors for the month of October from October 1st till 31. The decision was taken at AFRO's general meeting held on Sunday in order to create a disturbance-free atmosphere and peace for the winged friends. It was observed that the Amur Falcons were avoiding their actual roosting place in Bangti Village during the last migration season. As per the union's studies, the reason behind this might be because of human habitation and disturbance during the first phase of their arrival. President of AFRO, Bangti P. Thengchamo Shideo, said that in order to give peace to the Falcons, the AFRO resolved not to allow visitors to pass Rapapen Junction during the month of October. A blood donation camp was organized by Sant Nirangiri Charitable Foundation, Dimapur, on Sunday. The camp was organized and it was inaugurated by the advisor of Power Department, H. Tovihodo Ayemi. Tovihodo Ayemi appreciated Dimapur branch of Sant Nirangiri for extending community services of various forms. The SNCF conducted more than 6,000 blood donation camps in the past 36 years. More than 200 individuals donated blood during the event. The camp organized to contribute the social upliftment, relief and rehabilitation of the society. In a bid to improve healthcare facilities in the state, Meghalaya government signed a memorandum of understanding with Tamil Nadu government on Monday. Meghalaya Cabinet Minister James Sangma met Tamil Nadu Health Minister M.A. Subramaniam to sign the agreement. Minister Sangma said Meghalaya State Health Department inked an MOU with the Tamil Nadu government in order to strengthen the capacity of the medical professionals and to facilitate knowledge exchange. Mizoram government directed all refugees from Myanmar taking shelter in the state following the military coup in Myanmar last year that they will not be allowed to purchase land or run business in Mizoram without the permission of the state government. This follows a report that the refugees were opening up shops and trying to buy land in the border areas. Mizoram government gave shelter to around 30,000 Myanmarese refugees during or over 150 games. In a report from the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, it has been revealed that around 62 projects in Meghalaya were not completed in time or took more than 10 years for completion. This has resulted in wastage of time and cost overrun. The report was tabled in the Meghalaya Assembly. The report stated that at least 9 projects were delayed by over 10 years, and the extra expenditure in these projects were around rupees 165.39 crores. There are 32 projects in Meghalaya worth over rupees 1,638 crores, which were not or are not completed yet. As reported earlier, Captain Amarinder Singh joined the Bharatiya Janata Party today. Former Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amarinder Singh met BJP President J.P. Nadda in New Delhi on Monday. Along with Singh, 7 former MLAs and 1 former MP also joined the BJP. After meeting Union Home Minister Amit Shah on September 12 in Delhi, Amarinder Singh said he will join the BJP. Amarinder Singh parted ways with the Congress last year in September. He merged his Punjab Law Congress with the BJP.
So this is a bit of what our background is and the people who are now willing to join us and have joined us today. We are grateful to the Prime Minister, to the Home Minister, to the party president, to all our senior colleagues here. Now they are colleagues of mine, and senior ministers here who have taken this time to be with us today. After this, I think we are all going to have a photograph with the Home Minister and the party president. But in the meantime, let me tell you a few things. Riju Saab, Tomar Saab have mentioned a few things. We are a border state, and I have been in politics now for 52 years, from Punjab politics. And a border state, I have seen over the period of time as relationships with Pakistan deteriorated. The attitude of Pakistan and the animosity which they put forward, we have noticed that and have noted it with growing dismay, because we have had 3 wars. We had in 47, the state was destroyed. Then we had in 65, Punjab was the front line. 71, though it was a Bangladesh war, Punjab was again the front line. So we have suffered all the time. And since then, this animosity has grown. I have been bringing to the notice of the Home Minister.
The Samajwadi Party held a protest against the Uttar Pradesh government on Monday. Many legislators, leaders, including SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav, led the march. The protest was raised in order to highlight various issues in the state before the monsoon session of the state legislature. Hitting back at the protest, UP Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya stated that the march is not related to the benefit of the common people, but will create problem among the people.
जहां राहत मिलनी चाहिए थी जनता को, वहीं महंगाई हर चीज़ की हो गई है। कोई कल्पना नहीं कर सकता था कि भारत जैसा ग्रामीण देश में दूध पर, दही पर, घी पर जीएसटी लग जाएगी। और न केवल जीएसटी लगाई है, बल्कि खाने पीने की चीज़ें लगातार महंगी होती जा रही हैं।
समाजवादी पार्टी जो मार्च का नाम दे करके फोटो सेशन कर रही है, वह जनता के हितों से जुड़ा हुआ है ही नहीं। अगर जनता के हितों से जुड़े हुए किसी मुद्दे पर प्रचार हो जाएगा, उनका फोटो दिख जाएगा।
The judicial custody of Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Rawat has been extended for 14 days by a special CBI court in Mumbai on Monday. The special court considered a supplementary charge sheet in which Rawat has been named as an accused in a money laundering case. Rajya Sabha MP Rawat was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate on 1st August in connection to alleged financial irregularities in the development of the Patra Jawal in Goregaon area of Mumbai. Following the protest at Chandigarh University over the alleged leaked videos, the university will remain closed till 24th September. So far, 3 accused have been arrested by the Punjab police. One person named Sunny Mehta was arrested and another person named Rankaj Verma has been detained by the police. Earlier, Punjab police had arrested a female student of Chandigarh University for recording the leaked videos of hostel inmates. In a recent development involving the case, Chief Minister of Punjab Bhagwant Mann has formed a 3-member all-women special investigation team of police officials to investigate the case. Senior IPS officer Gurpreet Kaur, DEO, will lead the SIT team. A shocking video got viral on social media shows a car driven by a doctor dragging a dog chained to the car on the road in Rajasthan's Jodhpur. Video created heat among netizens in the country for this barbarous act. The police booked a case against the driver on a complaint of BJP leader and animal rights activist Manika Gandhi. The accused doctor, identified as Dr. Rajneet Kalwa, who is an assistant professor of plastic surgery at Mahatma Gandhi Hospital. The dog had multiple fractures on his legs. Bharatiya Janata Party MLA and Damnagar legislator Bishnu Charan Sethi passed away on Monday while undergoing lung infections treatment in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhubaneswar. MLA Sethi was also suffering from kidney-related problems for a long time. Chief Minister Navin Patnaik expressed his sorrow over the demise of the MLA. Sethi was a 2-time MLA and represented Damnagar Assembly seat. CM Patnaik said that he is saddened over the sudden demise of Damnagar MLA Bishnu Charan Sethi. Sethi's welfare work for the people will always be remembered. The Noklak Police on Sunday observed uniform Sunday service at Police Fellowship Church to thank God for His guidance and blessings upon the police personnel. Notably, SP Dr. Pritpal Kaur, while exhorting the congregation, spoke about the faith of David and about the temptations that Samson faced. She further urged the police to follow path of justice and remain honest despite any trials and temptations. Meanwhile, Noklak Police Station team and SP office presented a special number and the program ended with a mass benediction. The whole British Empire and the world bet audio to Queen Elizabeth II with her state funeral ending at Westminster Abbey on Monday evening in a royal ceremony. As a mark of respect to the departed Queen, a 2-minute silence was observed by the whole Britain. Many prominent world leaders from around the globe, with the likes of American President Joe Biden, French President Emmanuel Macron, and India's President Draupadi Murmu, were present during the funeral. Notably and presently, the coffin is on its way to its final destination, the Windsor Castle, where the longest-serving monarch in Britain's history will be laid to rest. Queen Elizabeth II, who passed away at the age of 96 on September 8 in Scotland, will be laid to rest in peace at St. George's Chapel on the grounds of the Windsor Castle, along with her ancestors. And with that, we wind up our English Primetime. This is Chupan Krung. Thank you for tuning in.
Nagaland